Hello and welcome to the Blue Crash Show. Today I'm going to be doing an unboxing of some things I have been looking forward to for some time. Namely, the power of the primes. So, I have the box here. I'll show off what's inside it in a moment. Adjust my camera. So first up we have, Skullgrin of Liege Maximo. As a kid, I did have a couple of Pretenders. As an adult, I'm not a huge fan of them, but I am actually looking forward to seeing what these guys are like out of packaging. That's the first one. Next up we have my Cronus with, what's his name, Cloudburst. Now I had these guys on pre-order and I was hoping they would turn up on Saturday. Today is Wednesday, the 5th of December, and unfortunately Kapow Toys, it's actually Wednesday the 6th of December, didn't have these guys in stock, or didn't have enough of them in stock, so they got held up. But I finally got them, so yay. Next, we have Vector Prime with Metalhawk. Yep. Weirdly enough, out of all the Pretenders, Metalhawk is my least favourite. Never been a fan of him. But this guy actually looks pretty cool. Weirdly. Next up, down the back packaging. Right. Right. Next up we have Scrapnel, Legion class. I already have a copy of this mould, but like mine, like I think pretty much every other version on the planet from the original Thrilling 30 line, had a loose horn stag thingy bit here. From what I can tell, they fixed that on Shop, and from what I've seen on reviews of this guy, they've also fixed it on him, so I got another version of him to go with my other Insecticons. It would have been nice if they slightly retooled him to have pegs or something so the Titan Masters and Prime Masters can fit on him, but they didn't, so meh. Right, next, we have Windcharger. Now, I had Windcharger as a kid, and I have not had a single Windcharger since. I didn't get the Thrilling 30 version from the from Combiner Wars, I should say, the repaint of the Thrilling 30 tailgate. I do have tailgate. I don't have the reveal the shield one either. So I'm interested in seeing how this guy turns out. Yep. I will be reviewing all of these. For the moment, I'm just enjoying this and then savouring the unboxing. Now, this one I've definitely been looking forward to. I have no objections to female Transformers. She looks pretty good. I also worked out recently, she is the base of Cindersaw, the third wave Legends class figure. I have a copy of the leaked images that got released shortly after San Diego Comic Con, and I was looking at them the other day, and it suddenly clicked to me, this is Cindersaw's base model. So I feel like a bit of a muppet for not realising that earlier. Lastly, on the Legion class figures, Legends class figures, we have Beachcomber. Not a character I've ever been a huge fan of, but his mould looks pretty cool. Yep, I'm looking forward to seeing what he's like out packaging as well. I never had him as a kid either, so yeah, never was a fan of him. Random bits of rubbish. Now for some deluxes. We have Slug, who was renamed because his name in the UK, where I'm from, means a woman who likes to sleep around. It's a derogatory term. I'm not a fan of it. I know where the word slag also means molten metal, which is probably what his original name meant anyway. But yeah, he was renamed. It's not a big deal to me. I did have him as a child. It's one of the only 2 Dinobots I had. The other one was Sludge. So I had him as a kid, so I'm looking forward to seeing what his update looks like. Swoop. Ah yes. As far as I'm aware, he was not released in the UK, or possibly even most of Europe, because his original G1 wings were very brittle. There was problems with them breaking. I think that's the reason why. I'm not 100% sure. Interesting thing, I don't know if you can see it there, but it looks like the box image is still using the red torso version we've seen. In fact, it is, because there is the red torso. I don't mind him having a blue torso. I think it's a bit strange that out of all the Dinobots he did have a blue torso on the show. I think his toy had a red torso. But yeah. Looking forward to seeing him. Slug, never had him. Redwing next. Didn't have him. Ooh, he's got broken legs in the box. In the packaging, he's got some broken legs. Painful. To me, he has the strangest hand. So what we've seen so far of all the other ones, they're all mostly monochromed, or they're a single colour with maybe like a separate piece here. He's got like multicoloured hands, which is interesting. But yes, like I said, didn't have him, but I'm looking forward to seeing what he's like. I also don't have any versions of that particular mould. I passed on the aerial bots, combine ores, but yeah, I'm interested in what that mold's like. Next up, last of the Luxes, Jazz. Now I have several Jazzes, including the reveal of the Shield one. I didn't have a G1 original Jazz, I had an Action Master Jazz. I also have the Fall of Cytron Jazz, which is not a great figure. This guy, probably the least looked forward to figure out this line for me, this wave. Not saying he's a bad figure, it's just, I think the other 3 are more interesting. I also think he was only included in this one because he was a pretender, as was Grimlock and as was Starsky, and the sub-feature of this line is the pretenders, so I'm wondering if that's why he was included as a limb. So, is that guy? Now, 2 Voyages I've got in here. Grimlock. Never had a Grimlock until Age of Extinction. Yeah, I think Age of Extinction was my first Grimlock. Oh, also Rising Skies, 2015. Both not bad figures, apart from the elbows on the RID one. So, really looking forward to this guy out the box. I am not a huge fan of the look of Volcanion, but I'm interested to see how this guy turns out in hand. Very interested to see how he turns out. Probably the first one I'm going to open. And lastly, we have Starsky, who doesn't seem to be getting a lot of love on the internet. He's had a few reviews, and a lot of people like him. I'm intrigued by him. I'll give my own views when I review him. Back of the box. But yeah, I mean, not a huge fan of his torso mode. It's a bit weird. I'm interested to see how Elita 1 pulls it off, given that she uses the same mould. But yeah, I'm intrigued. Now, I don't have the leaders, because I haven't pre-ordered them, because as much as I like Optimus Prime, I do not need another Optimus Prime. I have so many Optimus Primes, and I don't like Optimus Prime from the G1 era. But yep, all these guys will be reviewed at some point in the near future, hopefully starting tomorrow. Not sure I'm going to review them yet. Probably waves, or like all the deluxes might be together in pairs, or the legends might be in pairs. But yeah, they will be reviewed. So, from the Big Crash Show, thank you for watching. I'll see you again soon.